Hi, I'm Wahid from Institute of Strategic and International Studies. Today I will explain to you how someone understands the conflicts in the Middle East, why the states in the Middle East are failing. The term Middle East come from the British or originated from the British office in the 19th century when they have divided the region into the Near East, which included the places near to the United Kingdom and much of the North African countries, and the Far East, which included the East India and the Middle East. It was a very important and powerful model in organizing the British office during that time, since the British and to a lesser extent French are the one who created the political system in that region. It is very important to go back to this historical formation of the region. The British created a political system model on the European nation states, or the idea of nation states. They have created, for example, they created the political system, political entities in the Arabian Peninsula. They bringing all these tribes. They forming the very powerful and important coalitions and building these states. For example, they have created Saudi Arabia, bringing Saud's family to the throne. They have created Iraq, for example. Iraq, it was not a state. Iraq was an artificial state. Even this claims by the historian as well. Iraq, prior to its creation in the 1920s, Iraq was 3 provinces. When the Ottoman Empire collapsed in the 1924, Iraq was, as I said, it was 3 provinces: Basra, Baghdad, and Mosul. When the British tried to create Iraq, they bring all these 3 parts together and they have created Iraq. Therefore, Iraq was not a state by itself, it was an artificial state. They have created Egypt. They form a very powerful and united monarchy in Egypt. Quite independent from the British, they have Iran and Turkey, they shape their political system by themselves. This creation of the states by the colonized power have created a very 2 important fault line in the region. The first one is the first fault line was between the idea of secularism and Islam. During the Cold War, Soviet Union heavily involved into the region. They accelerated this fault line. One part of the region were secular, socialist, and built up around the military, the states, and supported by the Soviet Union. Another part of the region where the idea of Islam and traditionalist, loyalist, this is partly concentrated in the Arabian Peninsula. The first one were pro-Soviet in general, and the last one, which was the traditionalist and loyalist, were pro-Western in general. The second fault line, which was the idea of the creation of the states, the reality of the states, and the underlying reality of on the ground. For example, we have something upper level and lower level. At the upper level, we have the states. When we talk about the states in the European context, we refer to the idea of nation states, meaning that a nation is under these states, one nation, one particular nation, and conform to the idea of nation states. But in the Middle East, when we talk about the states, does not conform to the idea of nation states. As I said, we have upper level and lower level. At the lower level, we have clans, tribes, ethnic groups, religious groups. Not only, for example, even inside the Islam, we have the divisions, Shiism and Sunnism. So these divisions were determining factor in the region. So that's why the states in the Middle East does not conform to the idea of nation states. That's why we can see most of the states that have been created after the World War I is not the state by it, and does not conform to the idea of nation states. Therefore, any understanding of the region, any understanding of the geopolitical explanations into the conflicts in the Middle East should start from the history and how the states were created in that region. Thank you very much.